The long range inside the thing should. Little Bird, do you copy? Little Bird, do you copy?
It's a Black Hawk.
Either way, did they hear me on 50? Pockets, do you hear me?
This is Big Bird, come in.
This is Big Bird.
Hi, can you drop the boyo on the dock for me? It should be clear enough for you to land. You copy my last, Big Bird?
Copy, I was putting him down at the fob.
Okay. Just drop him on the dock north of the fob, please.
That's why you bring the right gun to the operation, and it's just another reason why I shouldn't even allow people to have fucking full arsenals. But I digress. So they're gonna drop off that one guy. I don't know why he didn't just take the teleporter. We'll just go from there. Am I high command? Yeah, ha, funny. Haha, Grizzly, yeah. That was a great training op. We put plenty of backpacks in your backpack. He brought the Russian... Here. I'll show you what he brought. Sort by mod. He brought the Russian one. The Russian bullpup, which is a 12.7 rifle. Well, machine gun, but still, like, yeah, it's from the Russian mod, the 2035 Russian mod, and therefore, you're not gonna use it in a U.S. operation. So, I take it away. And I'm nice enough to give him a little M4 and some bananas. Good times, right? Good times. So the SVDs are getting underway, yet... Ground, this is high. Do you copy? Oh, yeah, right. Arsenal ain't fucks with my loadout.
Oh, my boy.
Disregard. I'll just let you carry on with your plan. I guess he's getting in the new one?
Roger that.
Yeah, they used 4, so some of them have room. So, yeah. But, in case this wasn't clear... One life. Alright, so let's see if we can look at their plan here. They're going to assault that side, this side, and that side. So I'm going to adjust some of the wrecks I had to that position specifically. Yeah, we have a boat out there. So let's add some more wrecks here. Stuff we'd put underwater. Let's see. Plane debris, plane wreck. G4M. Fuck, what was a G4M? G3Ms were fucking... Fuck. One of them's a Betty, the other one's Peggy. One was mainly a carpet bomber, and the other one dropped a fuck ton of torpedoes. Remember it from that Battle Stations Pacific mission. The second one in the Japanese campaign, where they start shouting, G3M, do you copy? Ah, what a game. Alright, so that...
Why do we have 2 boats?
That should be good for underwater. This is High Command. Say again.
Just to confirm, everyone is in an SDV, right? We don't have any idiots following and...
I mean... You have one that's on the surface right now. But that's none of my business. And you got this guy, which... I guess he's gonna swim it? And then you have Falx back there. Like, I really don't understand the coordination, but we'll let it roll.
Ground team, be advised, your most stable looking
The AO
landing
has
site
like
for myself
15 goats
is,
in it.
Right there on the red X.
It has plenty of goats.
Yeah, I saw it on that one.
G4M was Betty, G3 was Sally. Got it. Which one was Peggy then? Fuck. So many planes, so little time. Yeah, medium armor with shit armor and a 600-kilometer range. Yeah. That was good. Hold on, I had to tab out because Automod was being a bit of an ass. We demand more goats. You do realize if you put down too many goats, it starts to lag the server. You want more goats than men? Well, then go find a different Zeus. Yeah, he has the high ground. So we still have one SVD on the surface. We have two that are waiting back here. I'm not sure these guys are coordinated. So it looks like PJ is going to run back and get with Falx. I don't even know anymore what the heck the plan is. Oh shit, I forgot to play the stock market game today too. Damn it. Oh well. Eventually, these people will make it to the objective. STVs are slow, and since the underwater radio has a very short range, you have to stick very close together. But these guys will get there eventually. What are you doing? Like, I really don't understand. They're still up on the surface, like, not giving two shits. Let's have a look from the ground perspective. We could definitely, if they come close enough, if we see something black on the water, we'll go check it out. We'll have to see how these guys come in.
Ground forces, be advised, I can be over there on the ground within 2 to 3 mics, so you let me know. I'm not going to spoil up till then.
Alright. Sorry, I'm gonna start, stop tabbing out now. I'm just making sure everything on the stream end is okay. And we got time, because they're gonna come and dismount over here. This is a big island to sweep, but there's 6 hostages. 2 are in the main area where the secondary position is with that artillery. 2 of them are in the compound a bit more to the north, and then 2 of them are by where the large group of boats is where they can extract. I was trying to make it simple, but hey, they could be anywhere. So sweeping them, they're going to have to sweep the entire island until they find 6 hostages, essentially. So they marked a dive point right here out of my visual range, so that makes more sense. Because when you're on the surface, I think you go a bit quicker in speed. But Deniland is, if I could ever pronounce it correctly, it's quickly turning into one of my more preferred maps, because it just has a bit of everything. You know, it really reminds me of Alraic. And I really do like that. But, like, one step above Alraic, where they literally have areas where the building structures change. So you could have Middle Eastern ops, and you can do Russian ops in just different parts of the map, and it would make sense. And it's also got some pretty interesting areas that just, you know, make for a step up, I'd say, from Alraic. So, you know, we'll play this one out for quite a few months. Black Panther. It was a good movie. I saw it twice. The only thing that bugged me was the gore effects weren't there. Like, the acting was good, the coordination, especially with the spears, the general with the spear had some really, really cool shots, but, like, all the blood effects, like, from, like, cutting someone's throat or, like, getting stabbed, it didn't look real to me. It looked pretty, you know, eh. Like, for example, the main character in his, like, first duel with the gorilla guy, he got stabbed in the, you know, side of the chest right next to his shoulder. And then, you know, that was a big cinematic point. And then afterwards, you looked at the wound, and like, there wasn't a wound. There was only, like, a little red splotch. And I was just kind of laughing about that. But everything else was pretty good. But I absolutely loved the, what was his damn name? The white mercenary guy that had a really good sense of humor that the other Panther
Air,
killed.
just to let you know, we're almost at our whole point
So
underwater.
funny.
We won't
Such a funny
we won't
guy.
have comms with you till we land. Okay.
Like, it reminded me of Deadpool level comedy.
Diving now. Good.
Copy that. Good luck.
Alright. I don't want, like, over-the-top gore like Deadpool, but there was some of it where I thought it was just, like, cartoonish. I don't know. Just tastes and preferences. Most people aren't here to hear me speak about movies. They're here to watch and not, but just waiting for the STVs. So I think Falx finally picked up PJ. Unless he teleported back. Nope. Alright, so he did leave. But I will lock it up once they actually land on the surface. We're just kind of chilling right now. They have their light on underwater. But I was thinking of a few sign-up ops to do in this week, going to next week. Just a few additional ones, like a boat sabotage where they use SVDs. You go up, blow stuff up, and then have to go assault something real quick. Yeah, godly, I do, but meh, in my perspective. I'm a firm believer of if you want to, like, you know, go check something out, you should probably do it yourself. Or, you know, take other people's opinions. It's however you want to do it. Anyway, I think they're choosing here as a dismount point, but they're trying to stabilize the SDV so they can leave it there. Yeah, sure, Godly. I don't have my email open right now, but there's like 16K emails in there for ops and other things like YouTube partnerships. Ugh. I hate that I can hear like the surface of the water splatting down here from the Zeus POV. But we have the other ones starting to also get in position. They're kind of boopity-boppiting around. And two others coming close by. But I am hoping that they'll see some of these wrecks. I know there's a little bit of it poking out, but, you know, for a dive-op, it's hard to, you know, make it interesting, because I don't know where they're going to dive from, so when I see that they've drawn lines on the map, when I check, I try to make it look legit. Maybe I can throw in a few rocks to make some sort of, like, little rock bed. Not a rock wall. I just want some, like, good rocks. Yeah, some wave breakers or something. Put that out, like, right there. You know, just to kind of, like, add some depth. Because otherwise, it's just like you're swimming in a sea of nothingness. So they're waiting for the SDV right there, and then this one is going to have a long time to get up, so... Yeah, I'm actually really surprised I have that many emails. When people always ask me, hey, like, can you do this op or that op? I always send them an Imgur link to the current email count. And that's just the ones I haven't read. I'll be honest, like, because of the amount of email I get from people, I usually just skim through stuff. And if something catches my eye, I look at it. But otherwise, let's start transgressing. Oh, your spam email has about 900k. Damn. Well, that sucks that most of it's spam then. I think only like 5 to 10% of my emails I consider spam, but spam I also include like partnership groups trying to say, hey, you know, if you give us half your revenue, we'll give you benefits that YouTube kind of already gives you. Anyway, let's start shifting into the operation, because I can only rattle around for so long before I get stuck in a tongue twister and stop making any sense. But anyway, they're going to dismount right here. I don't know which compound they're going to start with, but what I would recommend is they swing to a side of the island and just start clearing every position out that they see. Going to the central position with the secondary objective may be a nice idea, because I have in my contingency, if this gets destroyed, I'm not going to flare as often. Like, I won't spam down like 3 flares, only put 1 down near them. They won't be around them to help with the AI lighting. But taking this out will help me, or help them in staying, you know, more hidden when the firefights start. Taking this out, I'm going to be calling in. I actually never set that up. But I will be eventually calling in some choppers to drop reinforcements. So that'll be up to Air's job to take that out. Or, you know, they can get in that AA piece and shoot them down. But they'll be dropping reinforcements or trying to extract the hostages. So reinforcements, rally point, we can put that wherever. LZ, we can put that wherever. And I'm going to let this do its first load-in time. It always takes a few seconds, so I like to just, you know, then hit cancel. So it goes in.
This is Pockets Knock.
This is High Command, send traffic.
Just wanted to say Dankeschön for the M4. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I was prepared to use a pistol. Just want to...
Yeah, so they're going over the wrecks and whatnot. I think it's cool to put this down, like, no matter what, because it just adds some depth to the underwater areas. So these guys are all parking next to the crashed C-130. And I mean, yeah, like, also, I know for more, like, realism guys, they don't appreciate this type of stuff, because, you know, why are there a bunch of crashed World War II planes in the water? But for some, you know, it's interesting. Oh, we have a body, too. Let's call CSU to go check that out. That's Doc. I DC'd somehow. So they're going to cook off right here. Some are using IR strobes because the enemy don't have NVGs. Doesn't, excuse me. English. I can do snow ops, but we'd have to get a custom map for it because we don't have any snow op or snow maps right now. But time to lock it up. They've made it to the beach. And it's a bit foggy down on the shoreline. So we're going to start seeing more Special Force boys coming out. And hey, we'll see how they go. It's a one life only operation, so if they die, they're done. But they've got to find 6 hostages from IDAP, extract them by boat or by air, and then destroy an artillery position, which is located in the center of the map. 2 BM-21 emplacements and 2 artillery positions. I can call in reinforcements via chopper if things are going really, really hairy. But otherwise, you know, I think this is balanced for the amount of people we have, especially with air support such on standby. But each of these compounds are kind of independent of each other. You might see one fully clear out to support another for a counterattack, but for that amount of people for something like this, it's pretty balanced. So one last guy coming in, and I do know we have 2 guys still coming into the AO, Falks and PJS. So they'll be arriving a bit late as the Caboose team. It's a nice foggy night. Most people aren't going to be running patrols in it because it's too dark. We'll see how it goes. That was well timed with the music too. Special Forces, yeah. Hopefully they'll do okay, but I know we had the Tier 3 op run by Tier 2s, and that was a bit shaky. And this is the style of a Spec op, but hey, you know, I always like to have faith in the player base until they make the mistakes. And hey, if they make those mistakes, I'll react realistically and accordingly. Within my power. Something like Stalingrad you could do on a smaller scale and balance it for frames, but it would be difficult. You'd probably, I showed off how to do an operation with AI assisting, and it lagged the hell out of the server. But that might have just been the map too, so it's difficult. But now they're all passing each other IR strobes to make sure everyone puts one on. Who's this here? Pockets now needs to put one on. He still has his suppressed pistol out. Oh, I forgot to give him a suppressor. Alright. There. We'll see if he notices. But yeah, like, I'm in a good mood. I've been in a good mood all week for ops, so people doing stupid shit I'll correct, but, you know. When I'm not in a good mood, oh god, he'd only be running with his pistol if I was, mad, per se. Let's tab out here, see what they've written down. IDAP guys, 4 to 5 dudes, ZSU. That's incorrect. That's a construction complex that has the ZSU and the 2 AA pieces. 2 mortars, 2 rocket truck dudes. That's the artillery position they got to get. RHIB boat, they've circled that. So, like I predicted, they're going to start from the south and just clear things out so they aren't outflanked.
Do we have a count on the number of civs rescuing?
Roger, it is 6 IDAP guys total.
Roger that, 6 guys.
And remember, your secondary objective is to destroy an artillery position comprising of either BM-21's mortars or both.
Roger that.
So Kip ran off. He's coming back, though. Doc is coming back, so when he re-kits, I'll give him his stuff back. Or I'll TP him back. And now we have Falx and PJ coming in as well. Hugging the ocean floor. Is this the ocean? I guess we could call it the ocean because it starts to feed out. I guess this is more to a sea, actually. But they'll join the party. They're skidding on the bottom now and following it up to the surface and it's kicking up a bunch of sand. But they're getting it to the other SCVs. Opening the bay doors. There's one. There's 2. They're now swimming to go and assist. But we still have guys pulling security. Some are putting on lights to make a plan. But you can see the green from their NVGs. It's kind of creepy. It's like aliens. You just gotta get the right angle. Now, here's the thing. Let's see. I think PJ might be crippled, actually, for some reason. So, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, 11 guys. Plus Daka would be 12. So, 2 teams of 6 could actually, you know, sweep this stuff. So, the team of 12 hits here, or a team of 6 hits this. The other 6-man team takes this out, goes here. 6-man team hits that. Other 6-man team then rendezvous with the other 6-man team to hit this. And then they push up as a team of 12. Push up to here, team of 12. 6, 6, and then 6, 6. That's how I would do it. And then if something gets hairy, call in air support. But otherwise, yeah. Because a 6-man team suppressed and, you know, with suppressors, they have limited muzzle flash. it's going to be really difficult for one of these guys, especially with this difficulty setting, to kill him. The only way people are going to go down is if they're breaching a building and they forget to check a corner. So I'm going to be very surprised if something gets botched. But look at that, as I predicted. Team of, okay, 5. So I guess they're doing 4 and 7 right now. So I guess this is they're gonna have a recon team instead and the main force sweep around south. Which I don't know why they need to sweep. I guess to take out these 2 guys first. But they should have a drone up. Yeah, so the drone's like, should be around right here. So that is with no NVGs or nothing. That's just normal light. So that can tip you off on where most stuff is. You got that campfire. Got all these positions. Night vision cam, things get a little more bright, but you still can't see specifics, and then boom, thermal cam. We've got our units coming in right here. 4-man team and 2-man team, another 5-man team from the looks of it. Got some guys by the campfire, another campfire, people, goats. Yeah. And you can basically see, where all the bad guys are. But what should be noted is there's no, actual outbound patrols. But the goats are kind of throwing a bluff here. So they might confuse those for possible enemy units. So yes, we are tactically using goats at this point. But we have multiple guys coming up. A few guys that are sticking behind. So I hope people know what the plan is. But it looks like so instead of swinging around south, they're going to go for it. So let's quickly check the map. Yeah, so it looks like they're just going to do a straight shot here. I don't know. So Gib marked that as IDAP. All right, hold on. I got to TP DACA in, so I'll teleport him more towards the back. Yeah, so it's already set to players. Let's put DACA back in there. What made him think that there were IDAP guys in here? Because everyone is armed. I don't see it. Because they have the ZSUs marked. They have the man packs marked, the Dishka, even though it's a cord, but it's still a static slug thrower. 4 to 5 dudes. That I guess they can only see with the drone. Which would make sense if they had the drone at their angle, which is over here, and they had it zoomed in. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3... And I guess they ballparked it because, there's also guys. But I don't see what would have tipped them off that it's IDAP. This is just a position I made. Maybe because of the amount of stuff around it, but then again, why wouldn't they go for that one too? Because we have a turret back here. But again, just trying to get in the player base's mindset. Because they're probably going to go all into this position thinking the IDAP guys are in there. But instead, that's going to result from them getting flanked from this position, and then me flaring it from that position. And then possibly sending guys to flank them around if they get into too long of a firefight. So this will be interesting.
Liru, I want my goat back.
Oh my god, Jacob. Again, quoting, I'm never going to be able to use IDAP forces, at least for the next few months, without quotes from that frickin' checkpoint RP coming up. That's for fucking sure. Let me also make sure my spawn effect is calibrated for flares. Yes, it is. Alright, I'm going to set these guys to limited, because they look too alerted when they sprint like that to auto-correct their formation. And then you have Granite on standby in case they need cast, which they might, based on the position they're getting themselves into. Because I will start using those mortars if they, stick there for too long. Because first you flare, then they reload mortars, and they'll just start pounding that position. So maybe, based on how things are looking here, Nope, no one's watching the left. I think they're all going to try to converge right there. Jay's now losing connection. Lovely. Yeah, no one's watching their sides or their rear. I think if I were to do this op again, I'd have a few patrols in the forest with flashlights or tied-in lanterns. And then from that, that would force them to at least check their flanks and put them on a timer, because I think they're a bit too comfortable setting up to engage that. Because, yeah, there's no way this guy can see them. It's too fucking dark. But we got lights at least around the base, so once they start converging in, flanking units can see that and engage. Hey, Airship, what's up? If the goat's night vision goggles, that's a pain in the butt to set up, because you have to spawn it and then attach it while the goat might move. I did it before. It was a one-time thing for a gag, but it took me 10 minutes to make that gag. So they're definitely scoping it out, but see, if they used the drone and got it in angles around the island. This is what I always say. As a drone operator, I like to put up 2 or 3 drones and put them, like for this AO, I'd put one here, here, and here, and that would give me full 360 coverage of the entire AO. So if I need to look at a position of interest, I've got 3 different cameras from 3 different angles to see stuff in. Which would, honestly, for this construction complex, let me see about like 90 to 95% of everything in it. Because of just how many openings there are. And I would be able to then rectify that the fact that there is no IDAP guys in there. They just took it off. Yeah, because there's no IDAP guys in there. Good. So I got the 2 to 3 guys marked over here, 4 to 5. So 1, 2, 3. They're going to ignore that, so this will come over to outflank them. But they're just starting to make an ordering here of compounds to hit.
Ground forces update. How's it going?
Alright, so engagement started. They're gonna hear that clicking, so let's start reacting to it. Give it a little shock and awe pause. And Jay wants his TP.
This is Big Bird getting airborne since I see you moving in.
So they're gonna start their movement, be very quick about it. We'll flare everything around. Those guys were quickly engaged. Send those guys accordingly. I've got some guys here. We're gonna have them come over and check out what's going on. Oh! Oh, he's firing on his own! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's not good. That is not good. They need to run. They need to run. Oh no. Oh. Oh, that fucking no. Fucking God damn it. Thought we got rid of you. Bad. Jesus, that was not fair at all. What the hell was that? Mortars do that. God damn. So Bravo team needs to come back. I'm gonna heal a few of them. Because that was crap. Those two guys, I'll stay in because they're definitely
you, God.
dead. But good God.
Granite's here.
Yeah, that was the mortars direct firing us.
Murphy's Law,
Do
right?
you have the package?
That's a shame, but we gotta play it because that's Arma AI for you. Owie. Send these guys up. That's a shame. We got one KIA who DC'd. And I tried to bring up Falks down as the medic. PJ, I think he's still... Nope, he went down again. From bloodlust... blood loss, excuse me. Lust would mean he blew up. But they are pushing on. We got these guys up here also continuing on. So they've taken out the mortars, so I can't spam flare. I'll keep putting one up every so often. We'll take these guys out.
Be advised, if you have a laze, I can send you
Yeah,
a
it was
dagger.
fair. It was definitely fair, but having an entire group wiped like that goes against my ROE. So, ran in front of a building without checking the windows. Yep, that happens. But they need to regroup at this point. These guys need to catch up with the other group because Alpha is pretty fucked right now. Shun's being fired from the window back here. So those AI, man. They'll get you. Double taps him. So we have one additional man down right here. We still have this mask has that the other team needs to either go assist with. And I think that was their drone operator too, because now the drone's just like freestyling. Hey, dumbasses. Get up there. Gotta manually move the AI. No one's on the drone, so I can get away with a little bit of micromanaging due to their stupidity. And they're taking out these reinforcements coming up, so hopefully they'll start bandaging up these guys. Mr. J found Falks. He might prioritize him first. He's definitely talking to him in local. But it looks like Strun tried to breach and clear and also got killed by this guy. He's in a dastardly spot because that pine tree covers part of the window, but once you cross into that open side of the window, he will get you. And he'll get you hard. Daka's the only one alive now. And, oh, and Daka's crashing. So one team has been completely wiped. I think Bravo just openly admitted there's nothing they can do for him in order to keep with the mission. So now this op literally became much more difficult. So they're openly trying to take him out. Daka, I'll still TP him back and put him with the other group. It's still doable with 5 people. It's going to be a lot tougher once they collect all the hostages, but it's doable. So we'll see how it goes. At this point, air support needs to be on a much like twitchier call on standby. They're trying to talk to Daka, but he's DCing right now. Got 2 men down right here. But yeah, so this was the guy that mortared Aaron. But yeah, I guess he just had line of sight from the lights and just let loose. So they just shot him. They got up, shot the medic. Make that guy go mobile. He tries to get a few shots out. Have these guys try to swing around here. This guy's coming up. I'm gonna just copy and paste these guys because they don't seem to want to follow orders. See, now they're getting a fucking kick out of it. And moving in quickly. Kid Joe, was not checking his 6, and unfortunately, this squad lead just put him in the dirt. So Giant's now going to come out, outflank him. He goes down. This is a massacre. Charge is put down at these objectives. Oh, one of them got shot. Gavalor coming in. PID does not check his corner, and he goes down. Oh. Rookie mistake. What a nasty rookie mistake. Mr. J sees the body. He hears the voice. He has to know. He has to know. He had to reload! Oh my god, it's amateur hour! And I get shot through the window. Oh. Rookie mistakes left and right from Bravo team. Alpha team's completely wiped. They're all bleeding out now because of that unfortunate rare incident with the mortars. They only do that, I'd say, once every month and a half to 2 months where they actually fire on their own. But I let it because that's just Arma for
Ground, do you have the hostages?
So they have 2 of the hostages. They've taken significant casualties. I don't think they have the manpower to keep moving on. Az is doing his best to get the remnants of Alpha Team back up. So hopefully he has them tourniqueted and stabilized. Mr. J is being on the offensive, but he should probably help with that small mask has going on. Because they need the manpower. Also, I think they're ignoring Gavalor. He's down by this IDAP guy who has been wounded, so he could bleed out as well. They only have 4 guys effective right now. Not even 1. Nope, they've got 4 and they got 3 men down. Strun dies. Alright, they're down to 6. 2 of them are down, though. So Giant, he's grabbing the hostage, but he needs to be treated because he got somehow shot twice. The second time was Gav walking up to him without checking that corner.
You read on 50.
This is High Command. I read on 50. What's the status of the operation? Gonna take a
Under
garrison
this
out.
time, I'm currently stationed off holding, waiting for extract details.
Solid copy, Big Bird. And I'm gonna have this garrison come over and check it out as well. I think they've got ruling all tourniqueted and whatnot. But they still have Gavalor in here that they need to grab. I think Mr. J might come in to work on him. Possibly. So they're shooting out that light too. Yep. This has been tough. I did not expect it to go down like this. But Arma's all about, you know, expecting the unexpected here. So they're shooting out lights. They're taking out some of the reinforcements. I'm gonna pop another flare because it's been over a minute. But you know, we still have some grenadiers with you know, those types of rounds to flare rounds to fire over. Giant is bringing one of the hostages back by himself. Kid Joe and Mr. J are covering. No one's going to bandage Gav, so he's gonna die as well. They're gonna turn to a team of 5.
Command. I see smoke. Looks like confirmation of
Flare. Flare is not friendly.
Copy. Are you in possession of the hostages?
Hey, firm, we have some hostages. How many hostages?
They have 2 of the 6. So I'm going to start sending more assault groups over to go check things out, but that also whittled down my forces. So I'm trying to, you know, chop them up into more doable chunks, because a team of 5 is going to have a very tough time with this. I hope they bandage that guy, because otherwise he might bleed out. I can't believe they're just going to bleed Gavalor in there. They also have the static right here they could use to their advantage. Yeah, some of these squads, because of their courage coefficients, they like to be a little stupid, so we'll send them up individually. But I think they'll only pull back with 2. They got charges on the main compound. So I think they're going to pull back with that.
Ground command, I need your go for extract. I don't know what's going on down there.
Roger, wait one. We've only got a couple of the hostages.
Alright, so at 1:30 that time, I'm going to call in an MI8 and grab some guys. But there goes Gav. So they're now down from 12 people to 5. And I'm curious to see if DACA ever came back. I don't think so. I'd say for some of the mistakes in here, that was amateur hour, but the mortars, that was just brutal. But I hope the player base would know that I would never, like, hit a compound that just had friendly forces in it. Nah, that was literally just Arma being Arma. But hey, you know, sometimes in the real world, people fucking panic. If they're on radio and they hear, like, fucking special forces guys and they start hearing voices come out, yeah, that can actually happen. It's fear, it's panic. Sometimes the AI can show that off really well. Hold on. Hey, do any of you have a painkiller?
Sure, my
I
friend.
could use a
Sure,
painkiller.
The one with the bloody shirt or the hat?
The bloody shit, what was that?
Oh, that's us, just doing our own little thing.
Alright, I can't see a thing, man. Just...
Right, yeah, I hear some military grade painkiller. I'm going to go give you something to ease off a little bit.
Thank you. I feel sleepy now.
Yeah, so just rest, my friend. We'll get you out.
Okay. Good night.
You enjoy your liberation.
Yeah, Doc, I don't know what's kicking you off. So they're bringing Ruling back. They have him stabilized. They'll probably get him packed back there. But yeah, that cooked off the position. We're just gonna check things out locally right here. Yeah, Doc, I would teleport you back as crashes, you know.
Granted, do you have eyes on
That
us?
shit happens.
Negative, Fox Jerry from here.
Roger that.
Where's this guy going? That's a very wide berth to take.
I do not have eyes, but I have your GPS coordinates.
None of the IDAP guys are dead
I'm
right
not calling
now,
you in yet.
so
I was
that's
wondering
good.
if you could see anything.
Have I seen the new off-road
I can
AT
see the
version? Ooh,
smoke's
that
blown
sounds
from
nice.
your carnage here.
Is there a goat in the water? Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, basically, we've got 2
They
hostages right now.
like to do that. They like to swim.
Copy
So
that.
they just sniped that marksman. He didn't get a shot off, so he's not going to alert everyone else. So I'm just going to have these guys kind of start regrouping and making plans here. Yeah, I saw Daka come back in. I'll TP him since he crashed. But if he crashes the 3rd time, then he probably shouldn't play. Because he's just got a weird error, so... Yeah, right, exactly. How long till he crashes? So yeah, at 1:30, I'll bring an MI8 to bring an 8-man team in to reinforce. And at 1:40, I'll start, you know, extracting hostages. So under 17 minutes to complete this, but after all that's happened, I think they'll at least be able to get the next 2-man team out, but that one is probably not going to happen. So they got ruling back up.
Granite, can I have you swing around the south side of the island, take a wide berth? I want you on the east side. Copy last, Granite.
Be advised, I am on the east side.
Sorry, west.
They're gonna be able to hear that.
Copy that.
I want you to have eyes in case one of those rib boats runs.
Copy, moving.
They're definitely gonna be able to hear that at that range, so they'll go and check that out. But I'm gonna spawn some chem lights down so they can see each other.
If I see one running, I've only got rockets. Am I to engage?
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Clear. DACA. So they're now gonna swing around on the southern side. But also that chopper's gonna be hard to hear while these things are cooking off.
Granite, you're really close. Move back a bit.
Copy, pulling off.
Yeah, they don't hear them. Off-road with an SPG 9 mounts on the back for new DLC. That sounds awesome. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, the mortar. That's just Arma. We'll probably have a few heated things in debrief about it, but again, it happens every few months, so you know, shit happens. And I guess some people can't seem to come out of vanilla buildings even when they're given the ungarrison command, so that's weird. I'm gonna have all these guys start forming up in groups, and we're just gonna stay in the center of the island and await further orders. About 3.5 minutes till I bring in the MI-8 with reinforcements. They're gonna come down to the south. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, Godly, but imagine it like this. Imagine you spent like an hour setting up and getting to an AO, only to then like go to one of the like 10 compounds to get like insta-mortared and dead on a one-life operation. You'd think you probably wasted your time in that operation, and that's what I don't want the player base to feel. Because, yeah, you know, it's legit. It happened, but, you know, it still sucks. The viewer, you know, we get a kick out of it. The Zeus gets a kick out of it. But to the player, you know, if all ops are like that, then what's the point of playing? That's my issue.
Holding west side of the island.
Roger, basically you're looking out. Let me know if a boat leaves. If you see a boat moving, call me. I'll get a laze on it. We'll sink it.
Ah, that's cute. They think that's gonna be by boat. Nah, it's gonna be by MI8.
No, we won't sink it. We're not rushing. We'll track it.
Because they didn't ask the question yet. How did the BM-21s actually get on the island? And if they ever... That's the thing about being a Zeus. If you have a player base, you should always make sure you have a way to BS yourself out of any conversation by utilizing common sense. That way, no matter what, there's a reason for something. No, they have, they put 2 of the hostages down here. It's doubled up because at my angle, they look right close like that. Yeah, I'm looking at my other monitor. That looks like 1 hostage, but nah, it's just 2, just angles. So they're going to reassault and repush around, but they're on a time limit. Alright, so by the time... I'm going to spawn it up here. By the time it gets there, it'll be a little past the 1:30 mark. So let's see. What do I want to bring into this AO? Let's see what options we get. African militia. Nah, let's stick with the Checkaday aircraft. MI-8 MT cargo. That sounds good. We have an anti-armor team. A rifle squad. I think a support team would be the best. Because those have a good balanced loadout to deal with any solutions. So a little bit of a chopper ride, but it'll land. And then the next one, maybe we'll have a custom AA's group if we detect that the Blackhawk is there. Otherwise, we'll keep things going. But about 10 minutes till I spawn in the next one, which will actually extract these two hostages. And then another 10 minutes, and I'll have one land up here to extract those two, and they'll go to different vectors. Novograd, really? That's a Russian country. We're talking way back, like Europa University is way back. Now, I do need to start scouting for a possible fallback position. Alright, so I'm gonna quickly throw down some units here.
Жду распоряжений. Жду распоряжений. Жду распоряжений. Так точно.
It'll make sense in a moment. We just gotta set this up as a staging point. Because if they want to track the hostages, this is where they're going to be brought. So we'll have some Urals set up.
Готов действовать.
And I'll need to also like throw down some lights and whatnot. So let's see, AI, garrison. And then let's quickly jump up here. Grab those two things, come back here. Put a campfire down. Oh shit. Ah, fucking sneezes.
Готов действовать.
Give them some proper lighting.
Жду приказа.
UAZ with the Dishka looking that way.
Жду.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Жду приказа.
Stop that. There we go. And we'll just copy that.
Жду приказа.
Place that over here. And then let's set up
Жду распоряжений.
static ZSU. And a man-pad over here for some tactical defense. And that should be good. Okay, so that chopper is going to take... I'll extend my timers here because that chopper is going to take a little while. You know what, better yet, we'll just have it start from this position because it's going to take another like 5 to 10 minutes. Probably 5. Spawn units, and if it saved everything properly, I shouldn't have to do anything. Funaba, and then we'll move that right there. So they'll get into the AO within the next 2 minutes because they still have a little bit of distance to go.
Ground forces, did you clear the southern dock?
A-frame southern dock looks clear. We didn't move through it, but we saw no contacts.
A-frame, I moved to get better eyes on the last 2 possible dock locations.
So I'm giving them a defensive order to go hold by the 2 hostages. We have this group still sticking around here in case more guys show up. But we will wait for now until these guys are relieved by a different team. So these guys are going to move back. Ooh, hopefully, I didn't see the infantry were all the way up here. Hopefully they won't walk on top of them, because that would, again, be a little bullshitty. But hey, it's Arma. So they're lasing targets here. And that chopper is about a third of the way in, so it'll probably be another minute and a half before it lands, drops off the units, and we'll send them south. I'm going to set these guys to aware and full, and they're going to come assist in reinforcing that compound. Oh, the drone got shot down. Lovely. And we're gonna take care of some of these bodies and these AA positions since they're fried. And we can also delete some of these bodies. So they're just going on a stroll. Say this guy's dropping a few chem lights.
Be advised, I have an MI8 coming in for the northern docks.
Northern docks, A-firm. I'll get a laze on it. Can you hit it with a dagger?
Hey, firm, I'm lined up ready.
He's just popping.
Daggers
a few
away.
bullets.
Bird down.
Huh, so we're gonna play it like that. Alright. We have a dock right there, do we? Yep. Alright, I'm going to take a Ural.
Так точно. Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
We're gonna need some work here.
Готов. Так точно.
We're the Checkadee. We're not just AI, we actually have a little bit of a brain. We're gonna do some engineering work. So we're gonna get that truck up. Have some infantry come over and we'll do some work. But that's gonna take time to build, and DACA's losing connection again. I don't know what's crashing him. Otherwise, they're breaching, clearing. These guys heard those gunshots. We need someone to pop a flare. Not a smoke grenade. We'll do a green flare. They're starting to run low on flares here.
Так точно.
There's some shooting going on. These guys are still staying put. Now they're starting to be flanked from behind. But all of them still look green for the most part. I don't see anyone down or unconscious. Now their 360 is going to be tested. I think Az just noticed there's some guys over here, so they're going to start climbing the walls. So Giant is also trying to clear out from the back right there. And let's see, ungarrison.
Ground force, be advised, I believe I see personnel moving toward the northern docks.
Roger.
We're going to call things back, adjust them, see what we can send around. But yeah, that chopper got fucked up.
Ясно, приступаем.
See if we can set up a hold right here. Otherwise, most of my guys are down.
Так точно.
And quote-unquote in all this time, you know, I'm setting stuff up over there. They're going to be building. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Is it worth joining? Nah, it's one life at this rate. This op's nearly done in any way, shape, or form. I guess we'll have to try to move them by boat as collateral. But anyway, this will be being worked on, so let me grab 2 of these real quick.
Готов.
Preferably with people in them.
Жду приказа.
And now we're going to see some Liru magic.
Be advised, I believe I see a patrol, maybe 3 to 4 individuals moving towards the western docks.
Do.
The western docks look secured.
Roger.
let's give him a warm welcome. Oh, why are you so difficult? Come on, lower a bit more. Ah, that's too much. Okay, lift. Boop. Boop, boop, boo. Better. All right, lift. That should be good. All right.
Prêt. Prêt.
We'll just do 2.
Готов действовать.
And for this group,
Жду приказа. Жду. Жду приказа. Готов.
that should be good. All right, we'll get them ready to launch in just a moment here. Otherwise, those will be our reinforcements. They got the hostages? Yep. And I think they're being sprinted back. All right, so they got 4. There's still 5 men effective.
Так точно.
All right, so those boats are going to take a while.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
Set up AA boat 1,
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
AA boat 2,
Так точно.
boat 3,
Выдвигаюсь
boat
на
4. And then
позицию.
after they land, we'll try to do an extraction. And try to lose all of them at those boats. So they got
Trying to
quite a
go
few
ahead and
clicks to move
reposition
on.
To your east, be on the northeast side of the island.
But so far, so good.
Copy that, moving east.
Make sure you keep your distance.
Liru magic, right? So we still got these 2 compounds. These 5 have been doing really well. They fucking ace that compound, ace the reinforcements. And let's also set our global here for all those new units. So these guys are all dead. Let's delete the bodies.
And
But
be
we'll keep the
advised
wreck.
that northern docks has a large number of personnel. And I'm at 50% fuel.
Roger.
Ooh, he's running low on fuel too. So I'm readying some of the boats here.
Так точно. Так точно.
We'll even take the water scooter.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Ясно,
Trying to
приступаем.
put these 3 guys on reserve. Oh my god, do I?
Так
Go.
точно.
Silly bastards. So Blackhawk's there. Are you fucking kidding me? To a rock? To a rock in the middle of the ocean. You fucking retards. Well, there goes one of my AA pieces. Is there any other rocks I should be worried about that you idiots are gonna randomly crash into? Can you not fucking pathfind correctly? Oh my god, no, they're completely...
Okay, I'll be advised I can pick up possible, if I can count them
Так
right,
точно.
maybe 13 plus personnel on the northern,
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
the northern approach.
Fucking retards.
Roger that.
Ясно,
To
приступаем.
rocks. Oh, these AI.
Так точно.
Any of those guys in the open, not next to buildings?
From my vantage point, it looks like there are A few garrisoned, some down by the water, and a few out in the open. Majority out in the
Arma
open.
boats, yeah.
Roger, what's the splash on
Brilliant.
your rockets?
They're 70 millimeters, so maybe a little bigger than a 40 mic.
We're gonna start playing it defensive.
Ясно, приступай.
But what I want to do is,
Ясно, приступай. Ясно, приступай.
these guys. Let's get all these guys going on the RHIBs.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
Let's ungarrison that group and send them in. Once those guys hit the coast, I'm gonna start moving the hostages to that boat. These guys will come out and push south. I'll have one go this way, one go that way. And we'll just try to stall. But we're just trying to evac stuff now.
Be advised, I see personnel moving down to the shoreline. A large number of them. They may be moving the hostages.
Roger.
So these rocks, I think they're actually under the water. They shouldn't pose a fucking threat.
How many daggers do you have?
30.
Yeah, he's got a lot of dagger. So this group is being extracted. They're playing catch up. Meanwhile, my other boats are getting into position. It's the Whittle AA boat that could, since his brother's retarded. Here, who wants to get on a water scooter?
Yeah, be advised, large numbers of personnel moving to the northern approach. Looks like they're trying to bug out.
Готов.
Hey, from we're closing in.
Так точно. Ясно, приступай. Ясно, приступаем.
So they're moving under the dock.
Two groups of personnel in the water.
Roger. Which, do they favor the east or the north side of the docks?
Выдвигаюсь на
They are the north side, pushing west. North, sorry.
Let's get some chem lights. Gonna start popping them and throwing them around.
Ясно, приступай. Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Так точно.
Be advised, one boat is leaving.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
We'll try and cut them off.
The heck was that? That was the dagger. Oh, we can definitely hear that fucking chopper now. Light him up. He flew right over my trap. AA's going after him from the dock group that's landed.
I just took missiles. I'm good though.
Okay, spawn effect. Let's say two guys are gonna pop some
Hit,
flares up.
going down.
Looks like my AA position got him. Yep. Ooh, finally that boat fired. Nasty. They just lost their air support. So we gotta get these guys out and then we all gotta leave. ASAP.
Четвертый. Какова обстановка? Прием. Вижу цель.
Fuck, that flare just ran out. I'm just following the sounds of the boat. Is there any room for me? No, fuck you. Okay. Please tell me you idiots didn't beach the boat. Come on! They fucking beached it. Well, they just shot the hostages on the boat. That's a fucking bust.
Ясно. Приступаем.
Oh, fuck a duck. Why did it just make me move everything by default? Whatever. We'll play with it. At least it was out of their vision, but still, that was dumb. God damn it. Of course, Arma wants to give me that little icing on the cake, make me glitch out with my controls and I can move everything. Yeah, they've even picked up enemy guns because they're running out of ammo. I have arisen from the depths. Well, I just said goodnight. But yeah, these guys only fire at tangos that where they, you know, see the light come up on. But these guys are going to fall. Oh, I should have them go find the others, but that would be too dickish. No, we have another boat over here they're gonna go race to. Like, all deliberate speed, go, because they want to live. Guys, fucking get up, sprint, go careless if you have to. But yeah, overall, that was an interesting mission, to say the least. So I hear some shots going off. They might be firing at these guys. But they're breaching and clearing those last buildings. So that's hitting the ground, that's why it got beached. Yeah, Russian rescue all over again. Hey, on the bright side, he got the boat and killed all the guys on it. Oh, no, they're okay. The driver learned how to breathe underwater. Hey, guys! Any of you okay? I see that some of you are dead, but yeah, this is a nice life. Oh, see, he turned his head. Yeah, we're underwater people now. It's not so bad. We breathe water in our nose, and we have gills. I don't fucking know. Ground command says high command. You copy?
Hey, firm, read you.
Roger, give me a status on what you're doing.
We've got 4 hostages. The artillery is destroyed. We're searching for the last 2.
Solid copy. At this point, I'd say just grab a boat and extract the 4. You guys have been there for very long, and we're seeing all remaining activity is trying to pull off the island at this time.
Roger.
I think he's gonna see it. Yep. Yep. That's not a dead checkadee, that's a dead hostage. I'm double tapping him. He's gonna bring the dead hostages at least, alright.
Так точно.
Let's have him go get followed by Mr. Water Scooter.
Ясно, приступаем.
Yeah, I don't think he saw the bodies either. So he's drifting around the wrecks. These guys are coming back to check the bodies, but otherwise I think he's good. Alright, I guess they're just gonna check everywhere they think they missed, but having these 3 guys running that last boat to get away. Overall, after this, I'm going to take a small break, eat some dinner, and then maybe get on Star Wars and see if I can join in or Zeus and Op. But there's definitely some do's and don'ts I've got for that group. So if you don't see me stream like an hour or 2 from now immediately, it's probably because it's one of those. But we had a secondary position in case they wanted to follow, but I knew we were having rockets hit us, so I brought AA boats. Alright, here for whoa! What the fuck?
Hey.
Hi.
I'm gonna put you in this boat.
In this boat?
We're gonna get you out of here.
Okay, cool.
Do you know where they would have put the others?
Other what? 2 hostages?
Yeah.
What's that in the boat right there?
Those are some of your captors.
My captor? Well, what about the unarmed guys?
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm holding the awning. Because I see 2 hands outside the boat, and I don't see a gun in them, so...
Do you know a guy named George?
Aww, they killed George.
Yeah. Do you know a guy named Ben?
And they killed Ben. Ah, that sucks. Who shot him?
No, it's just they knew they couldn't hold him, so they just started blowing things up.
Who did?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Trying to scuttle
huh?
what they had.
They were trying to scuttle. Then why are there dead guys in the boat too? Did you shoot Ben?
No.
You shot Ben!
No, they shot Ben.
How? Why would they shoot them if they're in the boat and there's dead bodies in the boat too with people with guns? You killed Ben and
They were
George.
deserting.
They were deserting with Ben. That doesn't make sense. You killed Ben and George, didn't you? Why did you kill Ben and George? They were
We'll
good
take
people.
it to ballistics. We'll take it to ballistics, but it was an AK. I'll guarantee you that.
So, what?
And we don't have AKs.
You killed Ben and George. Rest in peace, Ben and George. Are they in the fucking boat yet? Oh, cool. So they'll do a drive-by. Hey, dumbass, you want to get in that boat? Because we kind of need to go. Yeah, I know. They picked up AKs.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Ясно, приступаем.
So I'm trying to get this guy to move by himself so I can see how the, They're sprinting. Oh, come on, you have to hear the boat. I hear the boat. Yep, see? Maybe they're taking their gun out now? No? Do they even have their guns with them? I don't even see any guns. I know they hear that boat. Hold on.
Command, we're Xville.
Solid copy. All forces, this is High Command on the global radio. Index. Fission mailed. Bow, bow. Oh, right when the epic music was coming on, too.
So for what it was worth, I think it was a success given of how well we did.
Ballistics will come back with those AKs.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal. For what happened, you guys did really fucking well. I wanted to say shout out to my mortar gunner, Luton09, for going against orders and bombarding the shit out of a recently friendly position. I tried my best to toggle unconscious and heal a few of you. So, yeah, that's just Arma. We still have that occasionally happen once every few months, and I try my best to alleviate it, but sometimes people get so fucked up, I can't just outright ignore it either, because that's just, you know, it simulates real life. Someone can panic and start barraging a position right in front of them, because I have a story where that's happened, but, yeah, so I'm sorry to the guys that, like, insta-died. They might have already left, but, yeah, my heart goes out. Otherwise, still, with 5 people after the first 2 compounds, you did really, really well. But after that point, I started trying to pull my guys out. Our helicopter got airstriked, so I made some boats with some AA in them. And I also sent an AA team with some infantry to assist in extracting the other 2 hostages. The final 2, because you already got all 4. The pilot was able to evade the AA team's rockets, but then that got the attention of the AA boat, which was just an RHIB with a manpad in it, and it opened fire and took out the chopper. But still, that was good stuff. I know he was doing a lot of recon for you, too. The reason I called it Mission Failed was because when you were breaching that final area, one of the boats that was still on the shore that I was trying to get out with because it got stuck in the chopper you shot down, someone opened up on it and killed the 2 hostages inside. So, that's why.
Sorry, yeah, that was quite a few of us, but we.
That was me mainly.
I thought that they were inserting people to secure them first.
And they were, but they were also trying to have some of their execu guys leave. And Granite did call that out. One of the boats I just had infantry in was leaving. He was able to blow it up before he got blown up himself. But yeah, I had to be creative with my extract strategy because the Mi-8 getting shot down kind of ruined it, and I had to make up a new plan on the fly. So at my secondary position I had, which was way north on the shore, I had a little compound set up, and I had basically people run down part of a support team. We basically like installed the man pads in the boats and sent a second wave in to give reinforcements to the guys extracting, because we had no idea how many of you guys there were. We just knew that we are losing people fast, and they just blew up our artillery too. So I just tried to respond to how a realistic commander would, because these IDA people, they're worth a lot of money.
I mean, like, lore-wise, we did drop our AKs and we're claiming that the guys executed the hostages after they realized...
Oh, I know. Like, if this were part of a grandiose campaign, there wouldn't be any punishment for it, because, yeah, they were killed by AKs, but in considering the op spectrum itself, it's a mission fail, because, you know, a missed PID issue, but that's all it can take. But don't let that disdain you. Everything was done very fucking well, like, to the point after, when you had 5 guys left, you know, it was tier 3 level, I would say. It was pretty well done. But
it went from like what felt like a T1 op to like a Spec Ops op very quickly.
Mm-hmm. And it took Mr. Luton 09 on the mortars to to dish that. But
it's like a nice steak. You've got to trim the fat off of it first.
Yeah. Also, the people that made these mistakes aren't here right now, but make sure you check your windows. Just because there's actually Ruling's here, he made this mistake, and then someone behind him did it. But we'll get to the worst mistakes in a second. But there will be guys in windows, especially at compounds. I try to, you know, garrison the bigger buildings because, you know, that's like the main objective area. Just because there's something blocking half the window does not mean it's clear. Like, I will intentionally find those types of spots to fuck with you guys because, you know, it keeps it interesting, but it keeps you on your toes. And then never, ever not check your corner in a building. I had Gavalor run into a building with the first 2 hostages in there, and he did not check the right corner at all, and he just walked up to a hostage, and the guy with the AK in the corner mowed him down and the hostage, but thankfully you guys patched him up. But you guys left Gavalor there to bleed out, and then Mr. J breached that corner, but he had to reload!
I ran out of bullets. I then pulled out my binoculars.
Yep.
And then went back around the corner.
If it wasn't for...
someone else had killed the guy.
Yeah, there was some guy that went up to the window and like, I was gonna go out and fucking murder Mr. J for that, because that was just... In that span of 2 minutes, I swear to God, I'm gonna make a highlight and just call it amateur hour, because good God.
That could happen as well. I knew you were gonna come around that corner and kill me. I was so pissed at myself.
Yeah, Mr. J, I saved your ass because I came around the window, saw an AK barrel, and I was like, fuck, that's an AK. I went to the first window, I couldn't get a shot on him, so I went around the building and finally got a shot on him.
I contemplated just running.
Jay, I do have to say though, like, thanks very much for like teaching me the ropes of like medicing. That was the first time I felt really good with it.
One other thing I want to mention is when we have an operation that's Spec Opsy and we have multiple compounds to check, and you know, there's clearly more compounds that are garrisoned than, you know, hostages. There's only 3 groups of 2, and there were like, what, 9 or 10 compounds. Expect that people from the compounds that aren't important are going to then come over and reinforce the ones that are being attacked, especially that have hostages or stuff that's important like man pads or artillery pieces. And this goes to Kidjo's death. I'm not sure if they got him back up after, but Kidjo was on the... what was it, like the southwestern side of the compound, clearing things out, and one of the guys from the beach compound on the southwest came up with the rest of the guys from that group, and Kidjo just got mowed the fuck down, because no one was pulling 360, and I just watched that happen. It was brutal, but make sure when you're breaching compound, you still pull 360. When all of you lined up to assault the first compound, no one was watching left or right or rear. So if I had patrols going around, which you probably would have seen on thermals and changed your game regardless, but let's say you didn't have the eyes in the sky thermal cam, or you didn't have Granite with the the helicopter watching everything, don't ever have a patrol walk up on you and then just like start killing people, because we've had ops where no one pulled 360 security and a freaking sentry team like walked on somebody, raised his rifle and just dunked in his back, and it's bad, but it's also the funniest thing ever.
Well, yeah, that's why what I tried to do was, use stealth where we could. Like when we got the 3rd and 4th hostage.
Excuse me.
And if I hadn't been crippled, the plan was to get them and then just run into the night because, they wouldn't be able to see us. I mean, we shot a lot of them just hiding in the dark of that compound.
Yeah, and I saw instances where there were people like just sentries, especially after you blew up the artillery position. There was a sentry just like walking around seeing if he heard anything. One if you sniped him, but he was away from everybody else. So I'm like, yeah, that's fucking legit right there. But overall, I hope you guys did enjoy that op. Last point I want to touch across. This pertains to the previous op and this op. I'll explain why in a sec, but if you have a guy go down in front of you, don't walk right up to that person, because chances are you're going to go down too. That happened. Ruling Commander went down. I forget who walked up to him, but he died the exact same way, and I was just like, well...
That was me.
Shit
I saw the
happens.
dude in the window, and then he shot me out.
Oh shit! I do apologize. I had to make a choice between you and Ruling, and
No, you're good.
was
That's
the
a good
least
choice.
fucked up.
That was a good choice.
So, and then the reason that pertains to the last stop is I was in the like triple camo net I put down at around the halfway point of that patrol. I had an AT guy and a machine gunner, and the AT guy got schwacked immediately, but the machine gunner, I went prone and started suppressing an open area where you guys were crossing. I got one person down.
That was me.
And then the next, like, 2 more people ran by. I got a second one down, and then 2 more people ran by. I got a third, and then 2 more people ran by, and I finally got shot by someone flanking me. But one of them literally stopped next to 2 down guys and looked at me and tried to line up a shot. I'm like, are you stupid? Like, I'm about to kill you. So don't run up to where you see dead people. Make sure the area is clear, and that's like a no-go zone until you neutralize the threat, and then you get, people going, or you pop smoke. There's 2 easy ways to handle that. But overall, very, very well done, guys. I'm going to cut my stream here, and then I'll say one more thing about debrief that I don't want the stream to hear, so I'll be back in a second. Anyway, and to my guys watching, thank you so much for that. I hope you enjoyed this operation. It's been a pretty fun Monday doing this stream. 2 operations. Overall, not bad, but I gotta get dinner and tell these guys one little thing. But thank you so much again. Go operate operationally. Thank you for all the donations, subs, resubs, follows. Those exist, right? And operate. Otherwise, go operate operationally. Take care and have a good one.